time to go to the enchanting table. Boom, 1, head over here. Boom, 2, head over here. Boom, 3, that is a lot. All right, and welcome back, guys. And as you can see, we're back on Vanguard Zombies. Got a very specific goal today. On top of trying to get Dark Aether unlocked for every single weapon, even the DLC ones before the next season starts, we're also wanting to get our tier 5 review out. Last time we did Ring of Fire, and since that video was made, Ring of Fire got a massive nerf, and so did ammo mods in general, our artifacts in general. However, now that Ring of Fire has been nerfed, I think that Frost Blast might actually take the lead and potentially is probably the single best one in the game. So we're going to be reviewing Frost Blast tier 5 in this. And if you watched any of the Cold War content, you know I'm a massive fan of Frost Blast. In my opinion, in Cold War, Frost Blast was the second best field upgrade in the entire game, right after Ring of Fire. Ring of Fire was clearly the single best field upgrade in the entire game. If you're going for high rounds or anything along those lines, field of upgrade, the bottomless clip, the insane damage, just absolutely goated. But in terms of like reviving teammates, doing anything along those lines, Frost Blast was just really good from saving you from a corner. It pretty much outshined Aether Shroud and all the other ones that were kind of meant to save your butt. Frost Blast did that and did it better. And let's see if the tier 5 in Vanguard can live up to its name, and I'm pretty sure it can. We just gotta unfortunately grind out some objectives and get those Covenant Hearts. So while I'm doing that, if you're new here, want to sub, I would greatly appreciate that. And on top of that, I gotta give a massive thanks to everybody who like, comment, and watch this video in its entirety during Cold War right now. It definitely does help me out a ton. So if you take that extra time to leave a comment, I madly appreciate that. All right, here we go. Buy a little bit of stamina up. Actually, I don't know anyone who calls these perks. It's Ethereal Haste. I don't know anyone who actually calls the perks by their real name. For me, in my friend group, this is still stamina up, Jug is still Jug, all that stuff. But before we upgrade Frost Blast, we got to test out the base form. And all right, so here we go. Get a bunch of zombies around us and you get cornered. And boom, just like that, it pretty much clears out everything around you. Before they added the tier 5 in Vanguard and all the artifacts only had one tier, Frost Blast was my go-to. In my opinion, it was really the only usable one. Ring of Fire was useless. Aether Shroud was useless. Frost Blast was the only one that was useful. But now we can level it up all the way to tier 5. So let's see how it goes down. And yes, I'm using a rocket launcher because out of the 4 weapons, we still do not have gold. 3 of them are rocket launchers. So that is why we decided to use the little grenade launcher here. But all right, time to go to the enchanting table. Yes, I'm just going to keep calling it that. And from every video on this point on, tier 1 for Frost Blast. What does it do? Freezes all enemies in the vortex, which, to be perfectly honest, it kind of already did that. Like, that isn't a massive upgrade, which is good because Frost Blast is very powerful. It almost always freezes every single enemy in the vortex. So I don't think we're going to notice much of a difference, but let me go ahead, build it back up, and we'll use it again and see if that had any effect on the usefulness of Frost Blast now that we've got it tier 2. All right, let's go ahead, test out tier 2. So we've got them fairly far away, and yep, it definitely looks like it's stunning all the zombies in the vortex. The only time I think tier 2 is actually going to be helpful is on way higher rounds, which isn't, you know, the best thing to have as your first tier, because obviously you're probably going to have it, like, you're going to have that tier by the time you get the other ones. But it is nice to have, and I don't think it's super helpful at the end of the day what tier 1 does. But we'll see come tier 2 what happens. And here we are back at the enchanting table for tier number 3. Radius of the vortex is doubled. Now that is going to be super freaking helpful. Once again, though, for us to test this out, I've got to recharge the ability. So let me go ahead and do this purge objective, and I will be back once I've got a full tier done. All right, it is time to see this extended range. We got zombies pretty far away. We're going to use it. And yeah, I mean, it doubled the range. That is super noticeable there. That's actually an amazing upgrade. But on top of that, we have another heart. So let's go back to the ooh, look at that. And now we don't got to charge it. So we're ready to test it right away. Go back to the enchanting table, check on tier number 4, increase the maximum charges to 3. This is massive. I love how it goes from 1 charge to 3 charges. So now we can hold a total of 3 of these. And this is the biggest upgrade a field upgrade can have. Like, it really is. Like, this is when Frost Blast in Cold War became really good, is when instead of having 1 charge, you could have a total of 3. It completely turned it around. Same thing in this, having 3 of these, being able to bank 3 of these and use them when you need to revive teammates is massive. Obviously, we can't really test this out except for the fact if it works or not. And you can see we've already got one of them, and we're making progress towards the second one. So let's go ahead and build up 3 of these bad boys real quick. And here we go. A bunch of zombie slaying later. We now have 3 of them, so let's test it out. Boom, 1. Head over here. Boom, 2. Head over here. Boom, 3. That is a lot of stuff going on there. But yes, all 3 of them work. Now, finally, moment of truth, Enchanting Table one more time. The final tier, Frost Blast, level 5. Normal enemies that become frozen are insta-killed when damaged. Going to be very, very helpful for higher rounds, especially with a rocket launcher. You know, freeze them, 1 rocket there in the middle. So now what I'm going to do is I'm going to progress quite a few rounds higher, and we're going to test out the maxed out version of Frost Blast on a fairly high round and see just... Ooh, this thing actually looks kind of good with the pack punch game. We're going to see just how good these things are on a higher round. So I will meet you guys then after a little bit of grinding. Okay, so yeah, it's been a minute. Round 21. I better not lose here, but luckily enough, we have 3 of these, so we're going to be able to show it off even if we do go down. But here, Frost Blast, everything in the radius should be insta-killable. So yeah, very nice using the rocket launcher. We still need to get... Oh, that's what we need to get. We need to get 5 kills with a single shot. What if we do it in midair? What if we do it midair? Yeah. Oh, everything's insta-killable. Even these guys, you can just punch them. Everything is insta-kill, so it is very helpful for those guys, and it really helps for grinding camos, especially on the shield. But yeah, I think Frost Blast tier 5, unless you're like camping, I would use Ring of Fire. If I'm obviously playing round based and I am camping in a corner here, Ring of Fire is still going to be your best bet even after nerf. It is. It's like Cold War, where in Cold War, camping, if you were camping in any sort of area, Ring of Fire was just nothing could beat it. And I would say the second best field upgrade in the entire game. And I know they're called artifacts. I'm going to call them field upgrades because it's just easier for me to say, just like the Enchanting Table. Like it, yeah, the field upgrades. I'm going to forever call them that, forever in Call of Duty from this point on. If you're not camping and you're actively playing the objectives, I think Frost Blast is just the best pick. We've already been over Energy Mine. It's the worst pick. And Ring of Fire is helpful, especially, you know, if you're doing normal objectives and stuff. But I like running around, having 3 Frost Blasts that you can build up, and the fact that it just makes it where you save your butt. If you use it, no matter what's going to happen, you're going to be okay because everything's going to freeze. It's going to make the big guys insta-killable, and it charges relatively quick. Frost Blast is the best pick for running around, reviving teammates, whereas Ring of Fire is good, but more so good if, you know, you're doing the whole camping thing, and we don't have enough for a self-revive. So we're going to go ahead, exfil, but let me know your opinions, guys. What artifacts are you actively using if you're still playing Vanguard? I know Ring of Fire and Frost Blast are going to be the best picks. After this is done, we are only missing 1 tier 5 review now, and that is for Aether Shroud. Yep, Aether Shroud, which, I don't know, a lot of people liked Aether Shroud in Cold War. It was my favorite during the preseason, but after they started adding tier 5, Aether Shroud became my least favorite. Aether Shroud didn't have a lot of use in Cold War. The only thing it was better was Energy Mine, but besides that, Frost Blast did everything Aether Shroud did, just better. It was better for reviving teammates. It was better for saving you out of a corner. The only thing Aether Shroud did is it let you run quick, so unless it lets you run quick in this, I really don't see any reason why Aether Shroud is going to be good. But hey, that will be our next tier 5 review, and then after that, I think we'll review maybe the support weapons, because I know they added the War Machine and all of that crap, and hopefully we don't lose this game right here, because we're working on getting all of the challenges for this game, and one of them is 2,500 exfils, which is ridiculous. So that's why in each one of these videos we do that. If we could just charge up this Ring of Fire, I'm pretty sure. All right, here we go, boys. Let's get all these kills. Look at this, and that right there, and boom, a little bit of Frost Blast. Now we just got to escape. But yeah, let me know what your favorite field upgrade is. And with that, we're going to go ahead as we get to the exfil and not lose. We're going to wrap up this video. If you guys want to see more Vanguard or any sort of zombies content, make sure you sub to this channel right here. We also have a secondary channel where we're uploading daily COD Mobile or Minecraft videos. And then we have our Facebook page where we're uploading daily God of War exclusive content. Definitely want to check that out. I really like that series. And with that, guys, I'm going to end this one here. Thank you so much for watching, and I will see you in the next one. Peace. Oh, hey there. Thank you for watching the entire video. I've got to take this last moment here to give a huge thanks to everyone who became a Twitch sub or a YouTube member, and an extra special thanks to those who've taken above and beyond and became an Unlock Plus Plus member on YouTube. We've got the 2x Trader Purple. We've got the most OP Gobblegum ever, Round Robin. We have the hero Arrow Pharaoh, and then we've got the absolute legend Peyton Perkins. Once again, got to get a huge thanks to all of them for becoming Unlock Plus Plus members here on YouTube.